Welcome to the RTSP 4.1 Cert Submission Training video series. This is part 1 of 2. We're going to discuss NSF certificate submissions. RTSP 4.1 has enhanced the AI certificate submission process. There are expanded data validations during the upload process. The RTSP system certificate generation is available for all submission types. SFR and NSF non-recovery transactions will have the option to upload their own certificate file. NSF recovery transactions cannot upload a certificate file. They will need to use the system-generated certificate. There's enhanced troubleshooting and research tools. Data key values are now maintained in RTSP. There's a hyperlink to the FDIC allowable values in RTSP. The AI has the ability to generate the RDVP scorecard prior to submitting their files. The AI has the ability to clear RDVP failures prior to submitting their files. The AI has direct access to asset level detail for RDVP fail and warning checks. The AI has the ability to upload supporting documentation directly into RTSP instead of Venue. We're going to go ahead now and log into RTSP version 4.1 using the AI login. Similar to today's system, the AI is taken to the AI queue. Here they can see historical submissions as well as in-flight submissions and pending submissions. The AI also has the ability to search similar to the search parameters that are available to them today. In the AI drop-down menu, you will see that there is a new link that gives the AI the ability to do the asset ID request process, and that is covered in 2 other video training series. For the purpose of this demonstration, we're going to go ahead and process an NSF submission, and we're going to do the June 2014 submission with the tracking ID 13645. We're going to go ahead and click that link, which then takes us into the new certificate submission processing page. As you can see, there are some new sections in this page, and you can see that the file layout is slightly different than in the current version of RTSP. In addition, there is now a data key information section, and we will cover that later in the presentation. To begin, the upload submission file section is now laid out where the certificate is no longer the first required file. The AI has the ability to upload files in any order, and they can begin with the certificate or they can begin with the detail file. In addition, at the bottom of the upload submission file section, you can now see that there are areas for the AI to upload supporting documentation. They can upload 1 Word doc, 1 PDF document, and 1 Excel workbook as required. These remain open for the AI throughout the certificate submission process up until the submission is completed. We're going to go ahead and start this demonstration by uploading an active loan file. The upload process to begin is similar to the way it's done today. You go ahead and navigate to your file. The file must have the correct naming convention, otherwise you will get a warning. To begin now, you'll see a new step, which is asking the AI to run file validation. We're going to go ahead and click that button. And a number of things are happening at this point. The RTSP system is running schedule reconciliation, data transformations, and source validations. In addition to the source validations that are running in today's system, additional source validations have now been added to RTSP 4.1. If you fail any of the source validations, you will be taken to the source validation asset level summary page. In this case, we did fail a validation in our active loan file. The validation information is displayed in the source validation results. It looks like we failed to populate our note number on one asset. In this system, we now give the AI the ability to click the source validation check number, and that will pop up a screen that will display the asset level detail. All checks that have asset level detail will be displayed here for the AI. This no longer requires reaching out to the RSAM and the RSAM submitting a ticket to get this information. It's all accessible to the AI in real time as they're processing their submission. In addition to the file, the field, and the type of failure, we give you additional information about the asset name, the asset type, and the asset status. We also give you the last reported period end date. This is designed to help with troubleshooting. We're going to go ahead now and move back to the cert submission processing page, and we're going to have the AI correct their active loan file. And the purpose for this is that we're showing you that now these types of issues can be corrected by the AI in real time as each file is loaded. There's no longer the need to wait until the submission is sent to the FDIC and processed, and the AI will have feedback happening immediately. We're going to go ahead and upload the active loan file again. You also don't have to change the name when you're inside the initial attempt or inside of an attempt. We're going to go ahead and load the exact same named file, rerun file validation. And this time you can see that we now have successfully uploaded 3,262 active loan assets. We're going to move next to the upload of the inactive loans file. And once again, we just navigate to the file. Run our file validation step. And in this case, we failed source validation 10827. If you click on that link, you'll see that this is the field name shared loss quarter must be populated and must match the end of the share loss period in section 2 of the NSF certificate. We're going to go ahead and correct this file. We're going to go ahead and navigate back to our upload page and upload the inactive loan file again. Now we have successfully uploaded 44 inactive loans. We're going to go ahead next and upload our loss and recovery file. Here you can see that we failed the check for the modification field And the AI has all the information that they need to go and correct that issue. We're going to go ahead and correct that file. Navigate back to our upload section and upload the file again. Now we have successfully uploaded our active loan, our loss and recovery, and our inactive loans file. Next, we're going to go ahead and show you one of the new features in RTSP, which is the System-Generated Certificate. We're going to click the Generate Certificate button, which is available to us now that we have no upload issues in a failed status. This is going to take just a few additional seconds. And once the System-Generated Certificate is completed, you'll see that the certificate generation section of the user interface is now populated. This probably looks familiar to you. It is designed to look similar to page 1 of the commercial certificate. Let's talk first about the color codes. Anytime you see a purple, it indicates that there is a difference between the system-generated cert, and in this case, if you were to upload your own certificate, it would indicate those differences. The next color is to indicate differences that are editable fields. Then we move on to the editable fields, and finally the fields that must be populated before you can proceed. In this case, you'll see that the single family inception to date covered losses on line 3 and the blocks 4, 3A, and 4A are all editable fields. If the AI had information that they wanted to edit in those blocks, they could do so at this time. Let's move to page 2 of the certificate. Here you can see that on the system-generated certificate, the RTSP system is able to populate most of the values. Some values, for example, principal collections, are not obtainable through the detail files. In addition, we cannot pre-calculate FDIC adjustments. Other areas that you see highlighted in yellow are areas that the FDIC RTSP system can generate, but they're also left to be editable by the AI. By hovering over any value in any cell of the certificate, you'll see that the hover identifies the specific cell, it identifies the current value and the calculated value, and shows you any difference between the two. We're going to go ahead and edit this cert now, and we're going to manually enter our principal collections, which the AI would do in this case. Also, you'll notice that anytime you don't have a value, you must place a 0 in the cell. Once the certificate edits were completed and the AI is ready to proceed, they can click their Save Certificate button. Now you'll see that we do have some differences between what the system thinks particular value should be and what the AI provided in their edits. For example, assumed commitment advances, the current value that was edited by the AI is $45,580. The calculated value based on the detail files is only $35,580, which is a difference of $10,000. In this case, that is how the UI would indicate to the AI that there's a difference. This may or may not lead to an RDBP fail. In this demonstration, we wanted to show you how the system-generated certificate pre-populated, but we also want to go back now and show you that you have the ability to upload your own certificate. You do so by simply navigating to your certificate file. And you'll see now that once we have uploaded the manual certificate, the system-generated certificate is no longer visible. The system has now deleted the instance of that system-generated certificate. And since we've made a change to an uploaded file, the Generate Certificate button is now enabled for us, and to proceed, we must click it again. The system-generated certificate is produced in every case, and it's used as a baseline to compare values that are provided by the AI. Once again, you'll now see that the UI has populated, and it's a little different. Instead of seeing the 4 color keys, you now only see the purple. You can see that we're displaying page 1. Once we move to page 2, you can see that in the case of the uploaded certificate, we still indicate to the AI that we found a difference. The difference is based on the fact that the RTSP system calculated the assumed commitment advances based on the detail file, and the certificate provided by the AI had a different value for that line. Let's go ahead now, and after the AI is done reviewing their certificate, we're going to generate RDBP. As you can see, when the RDBP step is completed, now we have a failed RDBP generated scorecard.